Sweet, feathery Christ in a car seat. The last 24 hours have been beyond phenomenal. The Jaguar Jones channel gets suspended, a new channel goes up, and in comes the cavalry to the rescue. The email box is jammed packed with YouTube service crap. Comments, subscriptions, friend invites, and discount prescription drugs. First of all, the mirrors. Sweet Albanian fountains of lobster bisque. This video is everywhere. For everyone who mirrored this video, I now give you permission to touch yourself and pretend it's Defender of Reason or Lewis Beach, depending on which way you swing. Then there were all the videos of support that made me pierce my left nipple, hang a pair of vice grips off the right, smear the cat with Astroglide, and chant Surrender Dorothy until a Thorazine finally kicked in. As usual, the first one on the scene after a bogus suspension is the sexiest bitch ever to be thrown out of a Louisiana casino for surreptitiously redefining the term one-armed bandit with a pair of mismatched flip-flops and a pirated copy of The Dark Knight, Napalm the Destroyer. After providing all the ladies and 10% of the men with shower nozzle masturbation material for the next 2 months, he has a little trouble with his camera, but Evan Williams finally comes to his rescue. Then, of course, there's everyone's favorite baby-faced, foul-mouthed, hell-banned, philandering philosopher, Cheeky Amoo to the double fucking moo, comes along and throws down some props to the Jaguar Jones channel. Abdu the Impaler gave me a great shout-out while doing his best impression of Wilford Brimley after a 2-day crack binge at the Liberty Medical Glory Hole Retreat. Fiu Sucks gave me a good shout-out and successfully compared YouTube's community guidelines to Forrest Gump's interpretation of a message found in a chocolate chip fortune cookie. Nellie Diddle pushes the envelope by showing a statue of a naked child, then switches to a picture of an ice cream cone. I hate to admit it, but I thought the ice cream cone was some sort of phallic symbol, but it turns out it was just an icon for a vanilla world and how boring that would be. Kinda scary, the first thought that pops into my head. Then, Red Bull's new spokesman, the only recipient of CaffeineOverdose.com's Lifetime Achievement Award, the supreme dictator for life of the Steve Gutenberg Aficionado Society of Bangladesh, and the only man whose blood pressure is measured with the jaws of life, Terra Rising. After 32 seconds of his video, I was so worked up that I had to sit in the hot tub with the jet shooting up my butt listening to the complete works of Pat Boone just to get my heart rate down into the triple digits. After 6 kilos of Xanax and 2 phosphorus sodas, I was about to call it a night when the real fun started. The all-time greatest pose law comedian, Dr. Answers, blessed me with this gem.
I mean, that's how we had World War II, from all of the atheists going around saying that evolution, 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 we need to kill everyone. Whoa, we need to kill everyone that is not white. Evolution, evolution. The evolution God told us. And the evolution God's name is Satan, and he told us. Oh, by the way, Satan doesn't believe in evolution, but he's glad you guys do.
Holy coffee stains on Nicole Kidman's burlap panties. If I could come up with material that funny, I could have my own show on Fox News. How do you do it, Dr. Answers? Frank's voice made me a video of support as well. He starts off by letting me know that he isn't about to take any crap from a giant shaved pussy like me. By superimposing my face onto Yosemite Sam, he started a wave of ponage that made me rip out my armpit hair and flop around like a rabid flounder. It didn't get any easier for me after that either. Frank just can't understand how I could say there is no evidence that I have seen that would lead me to believe in God. Frank, there are 2 things here that are intuitively obvious. 1. I am an overgrown, underdeveloped, hate-filled, black-hearted, alcoholic, bedwetting, child-murdering, lying, cheating, thieving, MSNBC-watching, Christ-hating bastard. Number 2, you are a highly educated, spectacularly wise, family-oriented, Satan-fighting, spiritual giant of an intellectual powerhouse. So who needs whose help more here? If there is evidence that God exists that I can't see through my narrow-minded, drug-fueled delusion, perhaps you could enlighten me. Just give me the top 5 because that's all I can really handle. I look forward to your video of the top 5 evidentiary items that will lead Jaguar Jones and his band of mindless followers to Christ. Now, if anyone thinks that Frank stopped the beatdown right there, well, you don't know Frank very well, do you? Frank went on to rip away the only chance I had of sleeping for the next week with this: the existence of gum skewer bats.
Gum skewer bats does not exist. Deal with it.
So in my dealings with the non-existence of gum skewer bats, I have decided to begin work on disclosures of cognitions resulting from viewer inquiry number 5. This video will be posted to the Jaguar Jones channel on November 2nd of this year to celebrate its return, saving, of course, that Frank doesn't lead me to Christ before then. Again, thank you to all who have supported me from the deepest, darkest, putrid pits of my hate-filled black heart.